Ever wish there was a cheat code for career success? Like, just skip the line and get straight to the good stuff.
Yeah, who wouldn't want that, right?
Well, it turns out mentorship is about the closest we've got.
Oh, sure.
So today we're doing a deep dive on exactly how to unlock that potential. We're talking actionable tips, not just vague advice.
Love it.
And to guide our deep dive, we're turning to this awesome resource on career development and professional growth.
Cool. Let's jump in.
Right. So first up, this resource emphasizes being super clear about your goals,
Okay.
which seems obvious on the surface, but how often do we actually sit down and define what we really want from a mentor?
It's true. We don't often do that, do we? It's
Yeah.
tempting, right? Like you meet someone impressive and you just think, oh, they need to mentor me. But without that clear vision of what you're working towards, great. So it's kind of like setting off on a road trip without a map. You might end up somewhere cool, or you might just get lost.
Totally. I can already see how this could go wrong. So it's not just about having a general goal, it's about having that specific shared vision with your mentor.
Exactly. Think of it like, building a bridge together.
Yeah,
You both need to be on the same page about where it's going. It's not about handing your mentor a checklist, but it is about making sure you're rowing in the same direction.
okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And speaking of rowing in the same direction, that respect for your mentor's time,
Crucial.
huge. Like, imagine if you were the mentor, right?
Oh, yeah.
And someone's just taking up your time without any clear plan or direction.
Yeah.
Not cool.
The worst. That's where being prepared for those meetings really makes a difference.
For sure. This resource suggests things like sending an agenda beforehand or having your questions ready. Little things that make a big impact.
Totally. It shows you value their insights
Hmm.
and their time, which is precious.
Absolutely.
I will admit there was this one time I met with a mentor for coffee, and I totally blanked on everything I wanted to ask.
Oh,
Oh, it
no.
was so awkward. But, on that note, that actually reminds me of this next point, which is being open to feedback,
Oh, yes.
which, let's be real, can be tough sometimes.
Oh, it can be really hard to hear.
Yeah, but this resource emphasizes that good mentors, they're going to offer that constructive criticism, not just praise, because they see your potential.
100%. They're not there to just pat you on the back. They're there to help you grow.
Uh.
This source even talks about using feedback to actually improve your skills and approach.
Yes.
So it's almost like an invitation to think about, what are you most open to feedback on right now? Where do you really want to grow?
Oh, such a good point. It's like you got to be willing to hear the stuff you might not want to hear. But then on the flip side, being a good mentee also means offering value in return, right?
Absolutely. It's a two-way street. It's a partnership, not a one-sided thing.
Right, right.
And that value you bring, it might look different over time. Maybe early on, it's just about soaking up their wisdom, listening, and learning. But later, it could evolve into brainstorming together, maybe even supporting their work in some way.
Interesting.
It's about that mutual respect and communication, just like how the source talks about maintaining the relationship over time.
It really is a two-way street, isn't it? It's not just about taking, it's about giving back, too.
Yep.
Mutual respect, clear communication, being open to feedback, offering value in return. Sounds like a recipe for a solid relationship to me.
I think so, yeah. Sounds like a good foundation.
So before we wrap up, here's a little something to ponder. We often get so caught up looking for that, quote-unquote, perfect mentor.
Yeah.
Someone super high up, super famous.
Right.
But what if the seeds of a really great mentorship are already in your life? Have you thought about that?
Interesting.
Maybe it's a former boss, a teacher you really clicked with, even a friend who embodies those qualities of guidance and support that you're looking for.
That's something to think about.
Right. Sometimes the best mentors are closer than we realize. We just got to open our eyes and, recognize that potential.
Love that.
So there you have it, our deep dive on unlocking the power of mentorship. Hopefully you can take these actionable tips and apply them to your own career journey, find those amazing mentors, and, level up your game.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everyone.